Hi everybody, welcome to our channel. Today we'll be playing Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yes, for the second time.
Yes, for the second time. The first time it messed up on us because you only can hear the music and not us speaking.
Yes. Okay, so. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighborhood and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk to let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! Ha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Jelly Bob. Oh, it's... I forgot about that. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Jelly Bob, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried about that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? No. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up the things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. How do you do that?
I don't know.
How do you space out so bad that you become the only man in the classroom? I thought I'd catch up with you coming outside of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in, you know, 'cause you're a weirdo, sir. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club, Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm coming to your club. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. I still can't say it. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuke made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Man has his priorities straight.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go. And the eerie non-music here, so editor me in the future add some music. And thus, today marks the day I sold myself for a cupcake. I dejected follow.
I sell for my soul for a cupcake any day.
Yes. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Shuri always says nice things about you.
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Oh, Jelly Bob! What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. ...
All
Oh,
words
this
escape me in
business.
this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. No.
Oh wow, thank you. I'm including in one of them.
Yeah, I didn't know we were gay.
Yeah, I never thought we were gay.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry.
Natsuke.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuke, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who makes cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, that is Natsuke, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuke. Well, it's time to meet both of you. It's nice to meet both of you, not time. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Jelly Bob.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Jelly Bob. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuke and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuke grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuke proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
That's
Natsu glimpses the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes.
Sounds like you're getting off. Okay, getting off.
I made it to look like little cats. It did sound like that. I'm sorry, guys. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
It's okay,
So
because
cute.
some people, like her, talk about boobies.
Yeah.
I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsu.
Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sorry, grabbed one first, then Monica, I thought, how dare you?
I
still
just
can't get over that.
noticed the vein in her mouth.
Oh
Is she
my
a
God.
vampire?
Oh my God! Natsu! Natsu! It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Sayori, how? You haven't even had it for 1 second.
She was just hungry, you know? She just wanted to take a bite of that fucking cupcake.
I turned the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. That is a legit way to do things. Natsuke is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuke. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuke's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray.
Yuki.
It's Jelly Bob. Yuki will hold tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of coffee enjoy your book?
I guess?
I just put it in my own words.
Yeah.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Ugh, that's not.
Insulted, Yuri looks away. Why am I a narrator?
I mean that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I can at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So what you made in Council of the Literature Club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined in clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Hey. That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica. Hey! No! Monica, I'm surprised! How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs.
I'm sorry.
Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the topics around the miniature clubs.
Same, I mean...
It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget of policy and how prepare for events. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into the literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is a good leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
I could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all their effort to start something brand new, especially when it is something that does grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard, confident people that were both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that such more important. I'm confident that we all can really grow this club before we graduate.
This is why it takes so long. Monica's a blabbermouth.
Yes. Right, everyone?
No. Yeah!
Well, do our best.
You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees, but I do not.
We sigh to ourselves.
Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three, and then she had us, and you can see in her eyes, she wants to look happy, but there's pain.
I can see her pain. Like, there's no winning in this challenge.
Maybe that's why they all look so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Julie Bob, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Are people in the comments gonna make fun of me because I can't say that word? Natsuke's head suddenly perks up. It looks like
It's
she
okay,
wanted to
they'll
say
be
something.
making fun of me.
She keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? Yeah, what are you saying?
I would leave immediately.
I spoke
Slam
without
the door.
thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. I don't give a crap about her sad smile. I'm out.
Forget about the literature club. Just be popular the way that you are.
Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story such as Forgotten World is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. I am not passionate about your reading. Shut up. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in.
I almost
But it's
read
obvious
that.
by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
Don't! But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep theological elements usually enriches me as well. Isn't it amazing how writers can be deeply taken advantage of your own lack of immaturity to complex throw your for the loop? Do you mean through the loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ah, I read a horror book once. Sounds about right. I read one once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with the rock.
Why do you want to be reading with a rock? Really, I don't want. I won't have expected that, Yuri. For someone such as gentle, just like you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think I take me to another world, then really can't put it down. Squirrely, squirrel. Horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind.
That's alright. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back.
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sari sidles up behind Natsuk and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuk, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuk averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Nessa feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truth from a writer is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your evaluates, and showing even the deepest reach of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for you. Oh!
I'm sure you're right. We read it together. Aw, I wanted to hear everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Huh? Natsuk and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the literature club.
We don't have a bond, man. No bond.
Ain't that right, Jelly Bob?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on! Still one problem!
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes.
But... Oh, I'm sorry. I thought...
Shelly Bob. you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to be clear-headed decision when it's like this? Very easily, sir. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Sayori! Personal space, woman.
Most definitely.
Hey!
You literally scared me right there for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and to bring to next meeting so we can all share. Why do we want to share?
Yeah, for real. Monica looks over at me once more. Monica! Stop looking at us.
Jelly Bob, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
I express myself by saying, fuck this shit, I know. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? No. Just run, dude. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. I feel that all the time. Shut up. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsu clean up their food. Hey, Jelly Bob, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure. Might as well. Yay!
No!
Yeah, I don't want to. With that, with that, the two of us depart from the club room and make our way home. Making our way downtown.
Walking past faces, homebound.
Oh, hey. My mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club?
As a digital
club? No.
girl, why is she out there?
Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow grow closer to one of these girls. No. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, so we have to write a... Alright, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So we're just gonna choose...
Let's choose, what... Oh, you know what? Let's choose what Gothics can be.
Gothics, okay. Gothics. I would say...
Gothics like bed.
Bed. And... Infinite Sparkle, Rose...
The rose.
I'm trying to think of rose or cry.
I think rose.
Charm, shiny, feather, broken for sure.
Yeah.
Lollipop, fireworks, after image, poop, swimsuit, disarray, wonderful bubbles, ambient, flower.
Disarray.
Crimson, sunny, flying, pop, vertigo, sensation, holiday, vibrant, adventure, pop. I think that's probably crimson.
Yeah.
Horror, imagination, giggle, heaven sent, existence, spies, incapable, lipstick, sauce, and cloud.
Horror.
Memories, silly, kiss, unstable, covered, cheeks, play, beauty, love, spinning. I think memories.
Yeah.
Vacation, daydream, nightgown, uncanny, skipping, fear, suicide.
Yeah.
Whistle, hair, alone, twirl, essence, comfort, prevent, fantasy, frightening, ghostly, probably
I think graveyard sounds good.
Incongruent, dream, judgment, anxiety. Probably anxiety.
Yeah,
Either anxiety or grief.
I think grief.
Misfortune, friends, embrace, peace, cloud, depression. Probably depression.
Yeah.
Together, tragedy, nibble, love, prayer, games, contamination, destiny, probably tragedy. Intellectual, tenacious, pity, summer, habituality, hurt, jump, pain, email, journey. Probably hurt or pain. Hurt, probably. Lust, shame, candy, pout, aura, childhood, extraordinary, inferno, unrequited, shame?
Shame. Yeah.
Nature, special, party, precious, butterflies, anger, infallible, meager, desire, vivacious.
Anger?
Yeah. Anime, loud, play, sticky, universe, treasure, rain, drops, skirt, unending, disaster. Probably disaster.
Disaster.
Family, landscape, waterfall, misery, blanket, tears, dazzle, marshmallow, bounty, amazing. So it's one of these. Probably misery.
Misery. Yeah.
Marriage, tone, cage, defeat, electricity, cute, whisper, sadness, eternity.
Defeat.
Alright.
How you like me now?
Huh? Oh,
Hi again, Jelly Bob. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha.
no, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Jelly Bob. I hope it isn't too overwhelming of a community or for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. They already told me you didn't even want to come to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Nasuk, you seriously have a big mouth for someone to keep her collection in the club.
Natsuke finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuke plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Jelly Bob always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so?
I just love to see a second story of that, just to see her house being on fire.
Oh my god.
Like,
yes.
oh, so sorry. Oh, fuck. You two are literally good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Jelly Bob can become good friends too. I don't know if I want to. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, let's see, hurry.
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Suri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. No!
I didn't want to feel left out. So I pick out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read too. It should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want.
This is? How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much? Eerie. Thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew! Well, can you read it at your own place? I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuke is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with anything literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone that literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too and intelligent. But it's not like that at all, We just need a way to show that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative mind.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking something seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberately like this.
That's good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could...
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. Natsuke would love to do that.
You're right. Natsuke makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you succeeded it.
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcake it is, then.
I'm hungry.
Anyways, we still need to work out the idea of event itself.
I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Jesus!
Oh!
I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Do they offer that? Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, You'll need to start getting used to it. Don't say that out so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. It's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on! At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at himself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Sir! Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Why are we doing this? Why are we buttoning her? This is so funny.
No.
What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. It'll make me feel weird about doing it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. It feels weird for a girl to be saying this. It means my boobs got bigger.
Especially whenever you talk to a man like that.
Yeah, it means my boobs got bigger, man. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look better now. Why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and swirls around. So, if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he won't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyone just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. I'm fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. I guess we are. Yeah, I guess so. Huh. So maybe we should come wake me up in the morning. We're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Yeah, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share our poems we wrote now?
Yay! Jelly Bob, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I feel to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still prompts away to receive her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Definitely. But yeah, my realization ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with?
I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on the wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuke and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Are we going to do what we did before? Share with Monica?
Yeah.
Okay. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I wanted to start to know I'm doing in the effort.
Hi, Jelly Bob. Have a good time so far?
Ah, yeah.
Good, glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's the blank paper. Like, yep, I do. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Why are you laughing?
Don't worry, Jelly Bob. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that short of a barrel that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like this one.
Thank you. It's titled My Creation of a Blank Canvas.
It makes me think of someone Siri would like.
Is that so?
You and Theory are really good friends, right? I would be surprised if you have little shorts of things in common.
Oh, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities as you would expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that the kind of vibe I get from reading your poem. Oh.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I should've. I sound like Fury. But in any case, Fury's right. Has been kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy something sad as well?
Whoops. Yeah, it's totally unexpected.
Well, to each either own. And you should be afraid to explain a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit based toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most.
Oh, thank you, Monica.
So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Oh. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Sure. Don't worry. I'm not. Oh, wait.
Hey, don't worry. I'm not good. I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone that claims they're not being good.
Well, that case, because I have some confidence. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the speckle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I feel blind. Like a film left out in the sun. It was too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole with infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
So what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to be asking for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performing out loud, it could be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An empathy.
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of today. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixed on specific points. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is if you keep a pen on the same spot for too long, you'll get a dark spot. So just move your hand and go with the flow. And that's my advice for today. I wish I could clap, but I have a mic in my
I
hand.
have to hold the microphone.
Thanks for listening.
Oh, you are welcome. Okay. Yuri. Wait, no. Natsuki. No! Yes, okay. Jelly Bob, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can see. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helped bring out the feeling in the last sentence. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. That little tooth right there. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuke is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Next one's Yuri.
Series, there's... Oh.
Yuri's turn is the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Just speak already.
Hey! Oh! So sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
How?
It's
fine.
fine. Oh.
It's fine. Don't push yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay? This is your first time writing a poem, right?
That's how you know it sucks. Hi, right? Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure.
Sure you are.
I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No. Did I raise my voice? I'm sorry.
Yuri buries her head in her face. I mean, her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gone anywhere.
I never knew she can raise her breast towards her face and cry.
It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned how to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I realize in new writers is that they try to make their style very desirable. In other words, they tend to pick a writer's style specific from the topic matter, and they forfeit the two together. The end result is that both of the styles and experiments are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills of sequence that go into writing even a simple poem. not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsu can be a little bit base, though.
Base? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about that to people. Sorry.
That's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Please don't. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare occurrence for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last, yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it looked like you were taking a long time to read.
It took me 2 seconds. Well, I just don't read script very often. I don't know cursive. I actually think her handwriting's pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since your first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to dig as support.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Jelly Bob.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often explain their own thoughts, feelings, and expression in their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, Prophes, the subject of the poem is only beginning symbolizing compared to a ghost. Lighting is her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought about that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
And it's time for scenery. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Jelly Bob! I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer, Sayori. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of the people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Jelly Ball poem. And that makes it extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the group now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the literature club. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Jelly Bob. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright. I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the rain blows through my blind eyes. It makes me feel like kissing my forehead just helps me get out of bed. It's making me up into my eyes. Would you like me to come outside? Are you pushing me to look away, rainy day? I look alone. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but it's not I can say it forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Same. Yay! Hold on.
Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. No? just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. What do you mean? I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. I came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounded just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes are on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Alright, guys, I think we're just gonna end it here. And we will be...
And we'll be back on tomorrow.
Yes. So let me just... find... okay, hold on. Save. Yeah, save right there. So we will be back on... We will upload another video on Wednesday of part 2. See you guys then. Bye.